Well, hello. Long time no see for my mermaid journal, huh? So, when I pulled the box out, I realized that there was only a few things I had left to do. So, I went ahead and did it off camera. Um, First, I had to decorate the top of the box. Um, so, what I have here is I have my mermaid tail. This is a wood piece that I bought at the dollar store. It was a pack of 3. Starfish, I think it came in Happy Meal. I don't remember for sure. This is mesh stuff that I got at the dollar store. This is rope I got at the dollar store. And this is 2 out of the 3 because this was actually 3 of these wound together and it made the rope really thick. So I took one of them out and made it a thinner rope just so that it's a little more level with what was already dimensional on the cover. And then this was off a photo album that I got at a secondhand store. It had some really cool paper in it. That was the whole reason I bought it. And then I was like, oh, I really like the turtle, and it'll go great on my mermaid. I'm debating on whether or not I want to add flowers. Let me grab them. Because there are flowers in the journal, like on the individual pages. But these are just they're flat flowers, and then I have got a couple of yellow ones. I definitely don't like the yellow ones. There's a couple like this that have the stamen in the middle and they're double layer. I may only have one of those actually now that I'm looking in here. Yeah, I only have one of those, but I've got a bunch of these. And that was where my thought was, but I don't think I like that. I have lace that's got the little crochet flowers on it. Somewhere. Yeah, it's got these. But I think I'm going to leave the flowers off. Now that I'm kind of looking at them on there, I'm like, yeah, I think I'm going to leave the flowers off. So here's my cover. Then as a reminder, this is a box that opens up. It is sectioned off. So this will go with whoever purchases the journal so they can decide if they want to use it somewhere in the journal. It's a what's that, ombre, but it's blue, so that will go with them. I also have these 2 strips of lace that's from putting the lace on the edges of the pages here. That will go with that. There's also some extra pockets and envelopes, tags, cutouts that will also go with the journal. If the purchaser decides to use them in the journal, they can use them in something different. It's totally their decision. Got an extra piece of lace flying in there. And again, the bottom of the box is decorated with die cuts. It's got little fish and seahorse and plant life all around the inside. Stenciled on the bottom under the sea. So fully decorated little box to go with the journal itself. Okay. So I have a pile, 3 different piles of tabs over here. I got my blue dauber, my blue ink, my journal, and my corner rounder. Because that's kind of the task for today, is to go through and corner around anything that hasn't been done yet, and ink up the things that haven't been inked. So a lot of these are backed on just regular manila colored paper, or printed directly onto blue paper. And I have my blue ink out, and that's what I'm gonna be inking with today. I don't know if I want to put a... This was part of what I had to finish that I did off camera, is I had all these places where I needed, something tall. I needed tall tags, tall journaling cards. So I went back on Etsy to Liana Scraps, which is where I got my digital, these images from in the first place. Printed out the pages, like the background pages, for the kits that I had already purchased, the add-on kits. I purchased one of the background paper kits, and went ahead and covered those. Okay, do I want a tab? I don't think I do on this one. Got my shark out there trying to figure out how to dock. Let's try not a tab. How about some fabric? Keep my little slot puncher here. going to go with that. And then I have, where are you, Mr. Stapler? Did I actually put you away too? Oh my goodness, go figure. Apparently when I put stuff away, I really put stuff away. Just to get something pretty there. And as you can see, I've added some lace to some pockets. Oops. To these corners. And again, this is a personal preference. I like, even on my tags, I like the bottoms rounded. Like I'm kind of feeling a tag for this one. A tab. Oh my gosh, I really need to clean my desk off. There's a lot going on my desk right now. There's a lot going on my desk at this moment. Ugh, okay. These are tabs I made myself. They are using brown paper. It's from packaging. A little bit of lace, a button and a bead, some stamping, and a little bit of imaging, a little miniature. In this case, it's a little miniature stamp. Just to give that a little something up there. Okay. Again, more lace that I've added. I already had 2 tags in there, so I'm just adding a third little journaling card to that slotted pocket. Again, I'm going to round those corners out. This is a long, tall pocket. And I have 4 of those in this journal. So again, let's do those. Start that, do those edges. Okay, this goes right up to the top. I do have a thumb pull there, but I need to decide if I want to put a little tab there as well. If I do put a tab on the top, it is going to stick above the top of the page. So let's see. See if I like it. So we go like that. And then be down inside the journal, sticking out just a like that much. I wanted it even with the book. I wanted it even with the top of the journal. I'd have to put it down like that much. And have just a tiny little nip up there on the top. I think I'm going to go with this one. I also have these that were collaged. Some of them the glue is not, the good old glue stick situation. I think maybe I will go with this one. I like the look of this. Okay. And it is kind of where, it's bending on the top, so it's wanting to separate. So we'll just trim that off. There we go. Glue that little part down because it's wanting to separate. Just stick, please. So as I was saying, I have 4 of these. I have 2 in each signature. And then I got this one. Again, all I'm going to do on this one is round the corners and ink it up. So I have Roxy's creation, her weekly challenge, playing on my phone in front of me on silent. Trying to kind of visually prepare myself for this week's challenge. But to be perfectly honest, I have no idea what she's doing. Okay, we'll leave that. I've created these two little pockets here with the lace. So there's, oh, you're not on camera, sorry. There's a pocket here. Oh, pocket here and a pocket here for whatever. This cute little flip up. Again, tags. Here's the other one of the tall pockets. Oh, and apparently it glued itself in there. Okay, well. I mean, I know what the issue is with that. I had to squirt some glue down in here because this is a bag. And it was getting hung up on itself in there. And so I squirted some glue down in there to glue the bag, you know, the parts that were flipped up. And apparently the glue wasn't dry enough. So when I stuck the tag in there, it glued itself together. So, okay. So some of that is not quite glued all the way down. Woo! Hello, glue. Having a hard time getting my hands in there. There we go. Let's take a single layer of that bag out there. Okay, so again, I'm going to flip up the little flappy down in there. I'm going to squirt some glue. And this card I'm going to leave on the outside for a while because apparently it needs a little bit more time in there to dry. Did I get some glue in there? And some glue on that corner. And over in this corner. Okay. And then I'm going to take my long, it doesn't want to let go of my storage. Let go already. Did want to come out. I'm going to take this. Push down on the corners. So this is definitely something I should have done before I stuck it in the book. It would have made things a lot easier. And it's good for y'all to know. For those people, you know, if you're going to use envelopes or bags or stuff like this, is to open them up and glue any flaps that are on the inside, glue all those down first. You don't have to do it before you decorate, but I definitely recommend you do it before you sew it into your book. Okay, so I'm going to leave this in there for right now. Because I want to keep that pocket open so that it can dry and doesn't glue itself shut. Back to corners and inking. Okay, so Rachel is doing, I'm watching now. She's doing another one, another cluster from the beginning. So yeah, that's what it looks like she's doing, is just doing like scrap clusters. So again, I'm just going to leave this right there for now. I'll go back in and put that in after that dries. Oops, turn down my heat. So as soon as I get this done and get it all inked, I'll be taking some still photos, and we'll get this posted up on my Etsy. This I'm leaving my corners square because the paper that's on its corners I left square. So I think it would look weird to have, this paper have square edges and then the outer edge have rounded. So I'm leaving those square. My tub of flowers are in my way. Let's move those. And I'm realizing that I keep going off camera. Why I'm having so much trouble with that today. Probably because my desk is a mess. If I'm going to be truthful about that. I've got so much mess going on over here. I mean, you can kind of see some of it. That's kind of pushing my workspace left. Get off my ink. I want something. Yeah. What is going on with my crafting brain right now? Like, my goodness. Like nothing is wanting to work. Glue keeps getting stuck. Okay, so I have another. Let's do this as a tag. Although I am cutting the little fishies. Sorry, you may be able to hear my dogs. My neighbor is out on her little thing again. She is also our water master, so I think she's going around and getting everybody's water schedules out to them, as well as like doing her due diligence on her own, her property. And her son lives across the street from me, so she's probably multitasking. I think she's multitasking today. This poor thing needs some assistance. Put some glue there. Put some glue there. Whoop. Put a lot of glue there, apparently. Okay, apparently I'm tearing that off. Okay, like this one. We'll fold this and see what happens. Okay, got one little spot there that where the paper crosses over. Right on the fold, so it's not going to lay flat. Like, no matter what I do, it's not going to lay flat. Lace. And then I had this little cutoff from the kit. I might just added that on there for that. Just a little something there. Tags are full. And another little journaling card here. This beautiful mermaid. I love this digital kit. This Liana Scraps. I love her. She's got several ocean themed kits on her Etsy, like deep sea, ocean, mermaid, underwater. She's got like 3 or 4 different. I think she's got more than that, actually. She's got some that are cartoony like this, and some that are a little more realistic, more they look like real mermaids versus cartoon mermaids. I will link her Etsy shop in the description box, since that's where a majority of these digitals came from. This is a Tina Shabby Dabby Doodah lace. Just as a reminder with these are, each one of these little windows has a little seascape in it. Doot. Doot. Come on. Get underneath there. There we go. And this is Citrizolve and Nat Geo paper. Both sides, and it's sandwiched around a book page. And then I have this die cut that makes these 6 little windows. Just quite little. Just a fun little something. Here's another. We are in signature too, so I have back to back of these tall journaling cards. this one is perfect for her. And again, so that this does not stick out way above the journal, I am putting it a little lower than I normally would. Oops, let's try centering that. Okay. And then this one. This one's pretty plain, but it's got all the lines as a writing space. And I'm going to use one of these on this side. And again, putting it a little lower than I normally would, just so that it doesn't stick too far out the top. But that was perfect, you know. Little tab that says notes on one that has all the lines for creating notes. And then that just sits right there. Perfect. More journaling cards. Yeah, I burnt my tongue on my dinner last night, so it feels not so pleasant today. Okay, nope, she's not making clusters. Started out with like a clustery type thing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rewatch Roxy's weekly challenge with volume, apparently, because apparently if I don't hear her talking, I have no idea what she's doing. This is a little big for that. I like that it was blue, so I was like, oh. Go with this one. Nice looking seahorse there. There's no button and pearl embellishment on that tag. My guess is that I most likely couldn't find a button that I liked. But that's okay. I've got 2 tags in there. More lace along the edge here. More things in the pockets here. All right. And there we have the completed Mermaid journal. So keep an eye out for this on my Etsy for sale to the public. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the like button. I would greatly appreciate it. And as always, we'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.